Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, who I am ever so grateful for giving me this opportunity to cook with my little two today. Assalamu alaikum, babies.
Walaikum salam.
How are you today?
Alhamdulillah.
Are you happy to be cooking on Adore Eats with Mommy?
Yeah.
And what is your name?
Muhammad Ahmad Dawji.
And what is your name?
Mila.
Okay, Mila who?
Mila Dawji.
Okay, so I'm so excited that these two are on school holidays with Ramadan since the Islamic schools are closed. So I've got them with me in the kitchen to help make some of their favorite dishes, also to keep them occupied. So what are we making today, Mr. Arman?
Chocolate brownie.
Chocolate brownie
Yeah.
with some coffee?
Yeah.
Is that your favorite?
Yeah.
And do you love it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start with our coffee chocolate brownie. So we have 2 cups of flour, we have 125 mils cocoa, 2 cups of sugar, tablespoon of granulated coffee. This is 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of vanilla essence. We have 250 mLs of butter. We have 4 eggs, we have a tin of Nestle cream, and we have some chopped chocolate. With the chocolate and the Nestle cream, this is used for the topping of the brownie. So you can basically use any chocolate that you like. You don't have to use a specific chocolate with it. So to start our recipe, we're going to be putting our butter to melt. This is quite a different recipe. You melt all your ingredients, mix it all together, and then bake it. It quite reminds me of a microwave cake, that you know, the easy one-step microwave cakes, but it becomes a gooey, nice textured brownie, and the coffee taste actually gives it a really good aroma, which the kids love and enjoy. So I'm going to put the butter to melt while the little two help me put the other ingredients in. So I'm going to add my butter to melt here.
Mix it also.
Yeah, are we going to mix it also?
Yeah.
Okay. And my oven is on preheat. Now we're going to start. Muhammad Arman, would you like to add the flour?
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring all the ingredients down. Just to move
Mama,
it.
I like to have the that one here.
Yeah, you can bring it all down here.
I like to have the flour.
You like to have the flour?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. But we're going to start one by one at a time. So first, Arman's going to put the flour in. Flour, that's the flour.
And how much?
Put all of it in. That's 250 mils times 2.
Oh.
Okay. And next, Maliha is going to put in the coffee. Mila, coffee. Okay, next he's going to put in the cocoa. Okay, wow. And then next, she's going to put in the sugar. Okay, and next, baking powder. This is actually a really simple recipe. No, let her put this one in and you can put afterwards the eggs in. Okay, there we go. So now we wait for our melted butter and then we'll add our eggs, in which we'll then use a beater to beat all of this together. This is a really easy brownie and it sounds like the recipes of a cake, but the texture is really gooey. And I think the main ingredient is to add your topping, basically your syrup or your icing when the brownie is still really hot, and that allows it to absorb. Okay, so our butter's melting really well. Mommy will put the butter in so that you don't get burnt.
Okay.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay, and my oven's on preheat on 180 degrees.
Yes.
Yes, you can bake it, not cook it.
Me.
Just a second, after we add the butter, then you're going to mix it, okay? So, what other food do you like to eat, Mila?
Can I put the egg?
You like to eat egg? Okay, and what else do you like to cook?
Yes.
Yeah? And who do you like to cook for?
For you.
It's so nice to have our little kids in the kitchen with us and, you know, let them get a feel of what their mums are doing, and also to include them and involve them in these things, especially our little boys. It's very nice for them to get used to this, so when they grow up, they can cook for their mummies as well. Isn't that so? Are you going to cook for your mummy?
Yeah. And I can't wait for our new brother. I will cook for you.
Okay, so I'm going to add I'm going to add the hot butter in.
Yes, coffee.
Okay, you need to move. Mommy's bringing hot butter in now. So I don't want anyone to get burnt. I'm going to put it here and add the hot butter in. So this is the hot melted butter. I'm going to put the eggs in now. So this is the lovely hot melted butter. I'm going to put the egg and then I'm going to let you beat it for me, okay? So I've added the eggs. Ladies first. Isn't it ladies first? Ladies or boys first, Maliha?
Boys.
Boys first? Girls. Okay. And what must we say before we start anything? That's very good. Wait, now we're going to use the beater. Yes, yes. But first you have to say Bismillah. First babies and then big boys. Let her do it first. Hold it. Let's turn around and show them how we're mixing it. Okay. There we go. That's a lovely texture of brownie we're making today. Okay, now it's his turn and now you're going to get the... Now you mix this for us and here you go. Now you're going to... Now we're going to spray some spray and cook onto our pan. We're going to use spray and cook so that it doesn't stick to the pan. I seem to have misplaced my spray and cook. And another easy alternative is you can just use butter. So we're going to grease the pan. Do you want to rub butter all over, Maliha?
Yeah.
Why don't you rub the butter for me?
I'm done.
Are you done? Okay, so here we have a lovely... Yeah. Are you enjoying not fasting today? I'll give you a taste in a second. Just wait, I'll give you a teaspoon to have a taste. We're just going to leave this here now.
But can you also make the pasta? Huh?
Let me grease the pan here.
Can I also make the
I'm just going to do this quickly so we can put it into the oven. Do you want to say Ramadan Mubarak to anyone?
Ramadan Mubarak.
To who?
To my cousin.
And your nanny?
Yeah, to my nanny also and my mommy and my daddy.
And ask everyone to make dua for you and have a good Ramadan.
Can I have some more?
I'm going to give you some. Let me put you down so I can use the oven now. And I'm going to give you some to have. You can say Assalamu alaikum for everyone. Now we're going to add this in and we're going to give them some of the batter to taste. As you can see, they're very impatient and you look, it's a very sticky, gooey batter. Yeah, I'm going to give you some to taste now. I'm just putting it into the oven. It's a really rich, gooey, sticky batter. Yes, I'm going to give you some, my baby. Yes, of course. Here you go. You can take this and take it to the other side. There's the bowl. Take it to the other side of the house. Now I'm going to add this. This is really gooey and sticky and it has sort of a fudge texture. So I'm going to add this to my oven. Of course you can have some after it's ready. Now we're going to add this to our oven. Bismillah ar-Rahmanir Rahim. And we've added that to our oven. That should take approximately 35 to 40 minutes to cook and to bake. Sorry, 35 or 40 minutes to bake. And after that we'll be done. So now I've taken out the lovely warm chocolate brownies and I've cut them into squares, as you can see. I've just done this to take it out of the pan so they don't stay too hot inside. But they're really hot, so while they're hot we need to add our sauce on. So I'm going to add my Nestle cream, Gonna add that slowly. And then I'm going to add my melted chocolate. So what I did with my slab was I melted it and I added a tablespoon of oil to allow it to stay thin. And I'm now going to add this to my Nestle cream and I'm going to beat this up. So this is going to be the lovely sauce that you add to your chocolate brownie, which gets a really good, it's sort of a chocolate ganache. Reminds me of a chocolate ganache taste. So putting the oil into a tablespoon or teaspoon of oil into your melted chocolate, it allows it not to get hard, and you're able to use this chocolate to use it to a consistency to make a really nice thick ganache sauce. As you can see, as we stir this, it mixes with the cream and it becomes a really, really nice sauce. And this is really creamy and tasty. And we add this to our brownie, and you can always garnish your brownie with ice cream, or you can add some pecan nuts or whole nuts. If you'd like the sauce to be a little more saucier, you just add in more cream, which I'm doing here. Adding more cream to my sauce, and this is absolutely lovely. So we're adding this here, and we're going to drizzle all of this sauce onto our lovely brownies as required. And we'll then decorate it and serve it with ice cream. I'm just going to get a spoon to decorate this nice chocolate brownies. And then I'm going to show you how good it looks. Really, really nice and very creamy. A chocolate brownies is a very rich dessert, so it's best served with vanilla ice cream because you want to neutralize the taste. You don't want too much of a sweet taste. And you can decorate this and serve it as you like. Okay, so here we have our really tasty chocolate brownies. That was really quick, easy and simple. It was just the baking time that took approximately 35 to 40 minutes. The rest of it took really a short space of time. It was made with ingredients that we always have at home. I think the only extra ingredient in Ramadan would be chocolate, but most of us do keep slabs of chocolate as well as Nestle creams in our home in Ramadan. So I'd say this is a really good recipe because you don't have to go out and source ingredients to make it. We always want something that's convenient, cost effective, and we all can enjoy at home. Don't forget to follow me with Adore Eats on Adila Patel as well as Adore by Adila, where you can purchase some of these kaftans that I've been wearing on the show for Eid, from my Eid collection that you can use for Eid and Ramadan, as well as some of the lovely recipes that I upload. Also, please share with me some of your really nice recipes and your Eid messages that you'd like to share with your families. I'd also love to get to know some of you on Instagram and get to see feedback on what you think of our recipes and ideas that we've brought. Jazakallah so much. Have a blessed Ramadan and remember us in your du'as. Assalamu alaikum.